The next generation Nintendo console is releasing at some point in 2024. And no, it definitely doesn't look like this. But one thing I can tell you is that it's probably going to be a handheld device. It's probably going to be called something like the Super Switch, and it's probably going to be freaking awesome. So now that we got that out of the way, there's a lot of rumors that there's going to be an upcoming Nintendo Direct at some point in September. It's not entirely sure when, but the rumors are that it's seeming like it's going to be on September 13th. People seem to think that they're going to talk about the new Switch here, the Super Switch, the Switch 2, whatever. I highly doubt it. It doesn't seem like something that Nintendo would do right before the holidays, where they basically want to get rid of their final Switch stock, even though I think the Switch will honestly continue for a while afterwards, kind of like the DS did, where even though it was over, it still continued to sell for years because it was just so popular. I think the Switch will follow in the same footsteps as that. What I don't think will happen, though, is that they're going to basically give a release date for this new console. It seems extremely unlikely, and it seems like it's something completely counterproductive to what Nintendo actually wants this holiday season, which is to get rid of the final Switches that are on the shelves. So, it's going to be a classic Nintendo style. We're going to get final updates on Mario Wonder. We're going to get final updates in Super Mario RPG, and then potentially the long-rumored and long-awaited HD ports of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I don't know. It seems possible. A lot of leakers and insiders have apparently been hinting at that for a very long time, and they've been wrong for years. Which leads me to one of the most important things that's been going around these days. This right here is called the Nintendo Focus. It is the current big-time leak courtesy of whoever's uncle works at fucking Nintendo. It is obviously a 100% fake, and it comes from this person on Twitter named Jonathan Bark. And Jonathan Bark is claiming that the Nintendo Focus will be fully revealed in April of 2024 and will retail for the price of $429.99 US dollars. That it'll be a incredibly powerful device, and that it's gonna launch with some game called like Reino Ramen Warrior or something like that. I don't believe a goddamn word of what this guy is saying, okay? And neither should you. Every single time there's anything going on with Nintendo, it seems like all these insiders and leakers just come out of fucking everywhere. Like they drop out of trees, they pop out of the garbage cans, they climb out of the sewers, and they're all like, excuse me, my uncle works for Nintendo, and he told me that the next Mario game is gonna be VR, and it's gonna be 8K, and that you're actually gonna go inside Princess Peach's room, and you're gonna look at her while she's sleeping because, You're a fucking idiot. Anybody who believes that shit is stupid as hell. Because listen, nobody knows really what is actually going on at Nintendo except for the people at Nintendo. Almost all of the leaks are always wrong, and the only time they're ever right is when it's like right before an event, because some of the information has actually found its way out through marketing materials and who knows what else. That's the only time. There's nobody on the inside at Nintendo that's given the inside scoop. It just doesn't happen. These people are tight-lipped. Loose-lipped sink ships, okay? And these people aren't loose-lipped. They're keeping the Mario information on firm, secure lockdown. Nothing is getting out, and 100% for sure, it's not this picture of this fucking Nintendo Focus where you can see the guy's lights reflecting in the TV screen. This is an awful fake, and anybody falling for this has clearly never been around for any sort of console fakes before. I mean, let's be real here. This guy is claiming that expect 1080p 60 FPS on almost all titles, and native 1440p at around 30 to 60 FPS. Focus will feature 4K, but it will be very limited. No, it won't, okay? It won't. This is not going to be a more powerful Steam Deck on the go. Nintendo doesn't really care about that. I can tell you that this is not the logo for Mario Kart 9 because it seems unlikely that they will even call it Mario Kart 9. There's been whispers and rumors that it's going to be called like Mario Kart Infinity or something like that, which makes a lot more sense. I mean, maybe they will call it 9, but you know what? Firmly, I'm more in the Infinity camp, but even still, this is not the logo. This is just some random 9 that this guy pulled from the internet. And same with this kind of shit. He's claiming that the next 3D Mario game will be a 4-player co-op title that's based off 3D World and 3D Land, which will disappoint Odyssey fans. No, it won't be, okay? I mean, it will disappoint Odyssey fans, but that's not what they're gonna do. They're not gonna take a step backwards when they've taken a massive leap forward, especially when Bowser's Fury is basically like the sequel to Odyssey and showing you what's possible in an open sandbox type experience with Odyssey. So why would they then go, oh, we're gonna pull that back actually, and we're gonna go more zoomed in and more scoped in and less freedom, less free form, which is clearly the direction that we're heading in. Dumb. You're wrong. You're wrong. Then this is the Pro controller, the Focus Pro 1. No, it's not, okay? That's like, basically, I can say that about pretty much everything that this guy's saying. It's not gonna have a heat and cool pad. It absolutely won't. There's zero purpose for that. And I think Nintendo's also learned from the gimmicks that they've thrown in that nobody takes advantage of them and nobody gives a fuck. Look at the HD rumble on those Joy-Cons. The only game that ever took advantage of you holding that fucking controller and then you like tilt it and it's like, and you can hear the balls like, the one fucking time, and that was it. They're not in the business of wasting money on these things anymore. They want to make high quality games. It's going to be mobile. It's going to be on the go. And that's it. They're not going to make it that you can like rub it and then it turns into a genie and a fucking Bowser comes out of it and grants you your wishes eternal or whatever. Absolutely not. And you're stupid for thinking that. Use your brains, okay? Everything about this leak screams 100% fake. And everybody who's actually paying attention to it have no clue what they're talking about. And I'm sorry if you feel stupid about that because you're a big time believer and you want to believe in all this stuff, but there's just no way. Like saying that ARMS 2 is going to launch in 2025 and that it's going to be like a massive title for them. There's also a new F-Zero game called F-Zero Titans. It's pretty low budget, nothing impressive. Are you stupid? Like, since when?
It'll be used to test the franchise.
No, it won't, because Nintendo doesn't do that. Nintendo has never gone out of their way to make a low quality game as like a tester. They spend time on games, they wait for it to be good, and they release it in the highest quality possible because then they know it'll do well. They're not going to release garbage and then be like, we'll see if it performs. They're not fucking Ubisoft. They don't do shit like that. That's why, honestly, the main thing that I can say about this stuff is that when you see leaks like this, make sure that you double check who it's coming from. Make sure you read into everything and don't just take it at face value. There are a lot of people who claim that their uncles work at Nintendo, okay? A lot. And I'll tell you, none of them actually do. And if they actually do, they probably work in like marketing at Nintendo of America, which means they don't hear anything until literally the absolute very last minute. So they have no information to share. They definitely don't have any information that's coming out a year before the actual console releases, which also the guy is saying April 2024 reveal. That is possible. It's possible April or May 2024 reveal, and it'll come out September, October, November 2024. Very possible. Or they'll pull a big goof and it'll come out in like May and it'll be revealed in like March. Who knows? Very tough to say. Nintendo doesn't what Nintendo does. That's just what it is. It's always been that way. But personally, well, I think this be a massive boost for Nintendo. Brand new Mario, brand new Pokemon, brand new Donkey Kong, brand new F-Zero, basically Metro Prime 4, everything that they've been hinting at, focusing on and working on, it's going to come out for this and it's going to be awesome. This is exactly what they need. And it's not going to look like this. These leaks that you guys have seen that some people are also thinking are real for some reason because somebody did a pretty good looking fake box art, it's a fake. Nothing like this has ever released from Nintendo, ever. A leak like this, ever. It'll never happen. The only time it'll happen is weeks before release, when we already know what it looks like and what's happening. It's not going to release a month early. They didn't design the box a year and a half early. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't. Don't fall for this kind of stuff. The Nintendo Focus is not the next Switch. It is so unlikely that they will drop the Switch title because it is so recognizable, so well known, such a powerful brand, like literally it's Nintendo Switch, over 129 million units sold, and they're just gonna go, no, we're done with the Switch. We're gonna call it the Focus. Hey, focus up, idiot. You're a moron. No way. Switch 2, Super Switch. That'll be the name, probably.